When you come up on that lick, make sure you keep your eyes open. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you. Give them. You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got. You made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bait. You can't negotiate. But wait. Need a vacate, meditate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such as frustration. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the... Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. Say it, so what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. Nah. You gon' do it, you gon' play with it. Exactly. You were built like that. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. My heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Sit hot! What inning? What is it hot? Sit hot! 180!
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Sit hot! 180! What is it hot? 180! What is it? Sit hot!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have the options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. There as his guys will get the football back. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect out early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there
because
raining.
Warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
48
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Browns.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to...
Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
180! What is it? 180! What is it? 93's the mic.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his second 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Number 27.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
To the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, Mayfield rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Mayfield flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 14, Browns nothing.
180. Let's go one more. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt taking it in. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line.
Offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over
Let's go,
1st
baby.
and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
A The second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Let's go deep.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
58, boys. 58.
Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Right here. Shift.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Browns.
Mayfield leaves it for one on the draw.
Number
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Patrick Queen.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
8-yard pickup.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mayfield on play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd.